Today is August 31st, 2024. It's Saturday. I've been away for a while from my channel. Um, a lot of problems with sleeping. Don't understand why, but it is what it is. So I'm doing everything I can to get rest. And if that means I have to stay away, because obviously when you don't sleep enough, you're irritable, you are confused, you're quick to jump to conclusions, to get triggered, and I don't like that. I want to be in control. I know. There's a lot of talk about this ADHD thing. To me, it's not the problem at all. I mean, in my opinion, everybody should be ADHD because that's what keeps your mind organized. At least that's what it does for me. You need to have everything in order so you are able to keep everything clean. This is what I'm struggling with. I lived with a hoarder and I'm still cleaning up. So anyway, I had better sleep these past couple of nights, and I was listening to my favorite influencer, and she brought up a few things that I actually triggered some memories. And not only that, I wanted to talk about this for a while now, and I think that today is the day. I think she was talking about how she sees, celebrities she got to wait on, and how they behave, and also the way that she treats everybody equally and shows them respect. Absolutely, that's what we need to do. You show respect to others because you respect yourself, and you're hoping that the respect is reciprocated. If it is not, you've got some decisions to make. If you put up with the disrespect, with the abuse, that type of thing, that's on you, always. And I know it can sound cruel saying something like that, but it's true. Like, you are the center of your own universe, and everything is going to roll around you the way you set things to roll. Anyway, I deviated from what I wanted to talk about. She reminded me, I also did waitressing for, I don't know, was it a couple of years? I can't remember, but it doesn't really matter. It was an awesome experience. First of all, I am a pretty shy person, even though I don't come across when I open up my mind a bit to people. But I am shy. Well, I used to be shy. Now I don't really care, which is good, because why be shy? It doesn't make sense to me anymore for quite a while, actually. But that broke for me. First of all, because it was in a foreign country, and I did not feel like I mastered the language. I don't master it now either, but I was very apprehensive. That's probably where my ADHD comes in, being very critical when I made mistakes. I mean, I'm listening to my recordings, and I'm like, oh my god, how did I say this? I get confused. I use the wrong word. It's the wrong pronunciation. But it is what it is. If somebody wants to listen to you, they will listen no matter how you express yourself. If there is some substance or some value in what that person is sharing. In my opinion, everybody has something to share, valuable. Everybody. You can learn from everybody, even when they're being mean, when they're being cruel, they're being inconsiderate, that type of thing. You learn a lot of things. And first and foremost, you learn how not to behave that way. So I am thankful for all the people I encounter, and I see behaviors that I don't like, and I'm trying to think if I'm doing that, and if I identify that I kind of do that, I'm like, no, 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 that has to stop. So, and she was talking about this, and she reminded me on Valentine's Day years ago. I was working, obviously, in a restaurant setting. You want to work holidays like that, right? Because it's busy, and if you have, you work for someone who only clocks you in when the first customer comes in after waiting for a couple of hours, even though the minimum wage was paid to you, it's pretty sad, but people do that. Anyway, I was thankful because at the time I was really at bind. I got laid off from another job when I dared ask for my holiday because my family was coming to see me. So that also spoke to me a lot. I mean, uh, I was feeling it. I could see was coming. It's okay. It didn't come at a time when uh, was good, but typically towers in our life happen when you're already at a low. I don't know, it's maybe a way of being tested to see how you manage. And this reminded me of another experience I had after I lost that job, and I had my family visiting me for, I forgot for how long, 2 months or something. I can't remember. I don't think it's important, but I was stressing, right? um, After my holiday, I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? So I actually tried to work for Kirby. It's a vacuum company. It was very bizarre. It was a bizarre experience. One thing I can say is I love Kirby vacuums. They are very sturdy, and I actually ended up buying one, a used one, because they're very expensive. But pretty much I worked for nothing. It was a scam, but I took away the experience, and that's what counts the most. Um, but anyway, I was working for Valentine's, and this couple comes in. I gave them a nice table by the water mill, and it was private type of thing, and I was happy for them. They looked, yeah, they were young, they were, looking good, fresh type of thing. And I don't know, I was liking them basically. I liked seeing that. Look, he's taking her to a restaurant, and this restaurant was pretty special, a nice treat. And this restaurant was also famous for cakes. The owner was a cake. Initially, she had a lot of talents, especially in the food um, area. She was an awesome baker and cake baker, basically. I don't know if that's what you call it. And also, she delved into salad dressing, stuff like that. But she was very talented, a Vietnamese lady married to a Canadian. Anyway, um, they ordered some cake. I can't remember if they shared a slice. I think they did share a slice or two slices. So anyway, I was checking on them, and they weren't touching the cake. And I said, "Oh, you don't like the cake?" It's so good. I can't remember what they ordered, but all those cakes were really, really good. And he said to me, he looked at me, and he had this, even though he was sitting down, the way he looked at me was down. Not even condescending, very disrespectful gaze he gave me. And he says, you know what, you can have it. At that moment, I looked at her and I was thinking to myself, poor girl, look how this man is treating another woman, because your turn is not far behind. I can't remember what I said, but I was pretty shocked. And typically, when I'm shocked like that, I have quite some retorts, which, even though are not very flammable type of thing, they're subtle but to the point. And anyway, I did not like that. And what this reminded me today of is the fact that women do not pay attention typically how their partner behaves with other women. Maybe some women feel insecure and the partner does disrespectful things to other women just to ensure the lady of their life that they are the one and only type of thing. I don't know, there are probably a lot of things, but the main point, the main idea that should come through is that you have to see how people behave no matter with whom they're dealing. Because the minute someone is being disrespectful towards someone else just because they dislike them, or they think that they're under them somehow, and they're in a position where they can be abusive or careless, they can behave like brats, they can be rude, demanding. I pay attention to these things because it tells you a lot about a person. You know, they show you one side of themselves, and then you see the other side, the way they behave with others. And that doesn't mean that they need to be loving or, show more attention to others than you, as, someone who is in contact with this person, right? I'm not necessarily talking about relationships, you know, love relationships. I'm talking in general, like friends. You see how they behave with people who they do not consider friends, and you also see how they behave with people they dislike, and then you think to yourself, I always think that, okay, let's see when that side comes out to bite me. Anyway, this is my rant for today. I've got a couple more rants, but this is about basically ladies, and in general, everyone. Pay attention how people behave. And in settings they think nobody sees them, for instance. or they think there is no consequence to their actions. Okay, maybe I wasn't as rested as I thought. I don't know if I made my point come across properly, but I feel sorry for especially these young ladies who seem to think that being shown respect by someone they consider a lover, a special friend, they do not notice the red flag of how they behave with other women in their life, or they come in contact with. Remember, there's always a mask. They may show you that they disrespect that waitress who asked why are they not eating that cake. If she wasn't there, maybe he would have hit on her, you know, get her phone number, especially if she was pretty. Anyway, people, love you all. Hope you're staying calm and rested. Let's hope September is going to be a peaceful month. At least that's what I pray for. Love you all. Take care.